Waukesha massacre suspect charged with 5 counts of murder. Despite what this is from Zero Hedge. Despite what CNN is peddling, Waukesha police believe Sunday's parade massacre was intentional. According to CBS Chicago, Daryl Brooks, 39-year-old loser, has been charged with 5 counts of murder. According to the police chief, the deaths were not a terrorist event. The dead range in the age from 52 to 81. Now, this was if you haven't already seen it, it was a Christmas parade in Wisconsin, and this fucking loser, this no-talent SoundCloud rapper, plowed through a Christmas parade full of women and children. 39 years old, loser in a Ford Escape, and all the footage is horrible to watch. You think about just the children, not only that have been injured, thankfully have not heard any of them have died. As you can see, the dead range in the age of 52 to 81, which is horrible in itself, because, you know, somebody lost parents, somebody lost grandparents. It's just what it is. But this guy, man, I'll tell you, nothing surprising, to be honest. Mass casualty identified as a career criminal, Daryl Brooks. A suspect has been identified. This is from the Post-Millennial. In the custody, and it's in custody, the mass casualty incident in Waukesha, Wisconsin, when a red Ford Escape plowed into a holiday parade. So far, 5 have been confirmed dead, and more than 40 have been injured. According to court documents, 39-year-old Daryl Edward Brooks Jr. has been arrested as a suspect in the incident. Brooks is a career criminal with multiple priors and was released from jail 2 days prior to the incident. You can thank prosecutors and DAs like that Binger fuck. After posting $1,000 bail for 3 misdemeanors and 2 felonies. $1,000 bail. He has a history of resisting arrest, obstruction, battery, statutory sexual seduction, strangulation and suffocation, property destruction, illegal firearm possession, bail jumping, domestic violence, drug-related charges, and is a registered sex offender. Here he is giving his little side of the story about how he was mistaken. He made a mistake by pimping out a 16-year-old.
And then as soon as we fall out, all of a sudden now I'm a pedophile. Let me explain that. 10 years ago, 2006, I caught a case with my oldest daughter's mama. Yes, my baby mama. She's from Oakland. I was busting moves in Nevada. I meet the bitch. She says she want to get down, so I'm pimping on the bitch. I'll take her to Nevada. You know what I'm saying? I get cracked. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know the bitch was 16 at the time. She gave a statement to the police and told them, yeah, she was hoeing, that I was pimping, and that she was 16, and that I didn't know that.
Oh, maybe he thought that she was like 17 and a half. That would have made it a lot better. Just gross. Just, you know, and it's just where we are. It's just what's going on here. And some say that this was part of some kind of a rabid form of black nationalism, which that could be. I mean, there's plenty of evidence on this guy's social media that shows he was a racist lunatic who hated white people. CNN, of course, is doing their best to push this idea that this Daryl Brooks guy was simply fleeing a crime scene, that the scene of a crime that he had just committed elsewhere, and slammed into the parade by accident, which seems ridiculous to me, that he was willing to commit mass murder in order to get away from another crime that you would have to imagine was a little bit less in scale than dozens of people attempting to be killed. But then again, he's a caveman, so it's possible, but highly unlikely. Highly unlikely there. Really is. And listen, it goes without saying that this is the kind of guy, this is the kind of shit that is done constantly. This is what the George Soros DAs are giving us. This is what we get. An army of these maniacs, regardless of their color. An army of these maniacs who should be in jail, who should be institutionalized, who never had a chance from the beginning because the homes were probably completely broken. That's just it. They're probably raised in gangs. An army of these maniacs are being kept on the streets by prosecutors and DAs and attorneys general sponsored by snake men like George Soros. There's no reason why he should have been out in the streets. None whatsoever. And now people are dead and many more are injured, and happy Thanksgiving to their families, right? But the party of peace, love, and virtue, they made sure to handle this with delicacy, this with a certain level of delicacy, or delicately. Here is Illinois County Democrat Party official resigns after calling Sunday's parade massacre karma for the Rittenhouse acquittal.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Look at the craziness behind that fucking freak's eyes. Former official with the DuPage County Democrat Party in Illinois has come under fire for callous comments suggesting that Sunday night's mass murder at a Wisconsin Christmas parade was karma for the acquittal of Kyle Rittenhouse, according to Fox News. She's a nut job. She completely deleted all of her presence on social media, and rightfully so. She should just disappear, pack a bag, and go to Canada, live in Justin Trudeau's basement for a little while. But I'm sure she said what a lot of people were thinking, and that makes it just doubly as sad. And then, of course, there's the really weird timing of this tweet from Chuck Schumer. This was at 8:26 p.m., so this was after the car had this guy Daryl had killed everybody. On this World Day of Remembrance for road traffic victims, we mourn those we've lost. We stand with their families. We recommit to preventing these tragedies. The infrastructure bill we had passed provides historic funding to help reshape our streets, make them safer, and save lives. Of course, Chuck Schumer is part of a rabid group of people who have drafted much of the legislation that eliminates bail and keeps lunatics like this on the streets, which is why New York City is in part in such a bad shape. Places like New York City and many others like it. Really weird. November 21st, World Day of Remembrance for road traffic victims. He later deleted that because I guess it just didn't have a good look at the time. So keep an eye open for that, but it's really sad. Sad to listen to.